Hi, my name's Emily. I'm an occupational therapy student, and today we're going to be discussing what the MMSE-2 standard version is. It's also known to be the blue form. So this is used for adults 18 and up, and this is used to measure cognitive impairments, and you can use this assessment, well, it's more of like a cognitive screening tool, so you can use this repeatedly to see if there's changes in cognitive function. And there's different sections of this assessment. There's registration, where basically you just repeat words back, and then there's orientation to time, just orienting yourself to the year, season, month, stuff like that. And then there's orientation to place, as in like what state, what country, what city you live in. And then there's also recall, where you have to rename those the words that they said at the beginning of the tool. And then there's attention and calculation, and this is just going to be subtracting, and then naming, and then that's pointing to something and telling them what it is. And then repetition, and basically you're just going to repeat back what that person said. And then comprehension is basically looking at something and then pointing to it, and then pointing to something else that that person says. And then reading, they would have to read something. And then writing and drawing, they would be either writing like a sentence, and then drawing, they would have to copy these shapes. And that's the end of the assessment.
Okay, so this is the MMSE-2. It's an assessment that basically looks at your cognition. Today we're just going to get a general screening of it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And my name's Anna, and I'm an occupational therapy student, so I'll be helping do this today. Can I get your name?
Anna Molds.
Okay. All right. And your age?
23.
Okay, your sex?
Female.
Okay. Years of school completed?
16.
Okay. And the purpose is, this is just a general screening, okay? All right. Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your memory. Listen carefully. I'm going to say 3 words, and you're going to say them back after I stop. Ready? Here they are. Milk, sensible, before. Now repeat those words back to me.
Milk, sensible, before.
Okay, great. Now keep those words in mind. I'm going to ask you to say them again in a few minutes. All right. Now this is going to be the orientation of time. What is the year?
2025.
Okay. The season. What season are we in?
Spring.
Yeah. The month of the year.
April.
Okay. And the day of the week.
Monday.
Okay. And what's today's date?
4/21/2025.
Perfect. Okay. And next is orientation to place. So basically, where are we now? Okay, so where are we now?
Our living room.
Okay. What is the state that we're in?
Alabama. Oh, okay.
That's a question. What county or city?
Mobile.
Okay.
County and city.
And then what city or town are we in?
Mobile.
What building are we in? Or the type? What type of building is
House.
this? Okay. And then what's the address? or the floor of the building, I guess.
Want me to say our address? Our address.
Good job. Okay. What were those 3 words that I asked you to remember?
Milk, sensible, before.
Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next part. All right. This is kind of tricky. So, this is attention calculation, okay? Now I'd like you to subtract 7 from 100, then keep subtracting 7 from each answer until I tell you to stop. Okay? What is 100 take away 7?
93.
All right, keep going. Keep subtracting 7 from those numbers. Okay? Just do your best.
86.
Okay?
97, 81. No, 79.
Okay, good job.
72.
All right.
65.
Okay, you're good to stop. All right.
Yeah.
What is this?
Your eye.
Hey, what's this?
Your ears.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to repeat what I say. Ready? It is a lovely sunny day, but too warm. Now you say that.
It's a lovely sunny day, but too warm.
Okay. All right. Listen carefully because I'm going to ask you to do something. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Look at these pictures. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And point to the circle, then the square, and then the triangle. Good job. All right. Please do what this says to do. Oh. Do what this says to do. Good job. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to give you this piece of paper, okay, and this pencil. I want you to write a sentence.
Any sentence?
Yeah, any sentence. Or you can write about where you live, something like that. I just need a sentence. Okay, good job.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm gonna give you this, and I want you to please copy that design, okay? Good job. All right. Well, that concludes our test. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right. Great job. Okay, so now I'm gonna score it. So she got all of these, so I'm gonna give her ones for all of these. She got all of these right, so I'm gonna score those as a 1. She got all of these right, and then those. So now we're gonna put the raw score right here for this section. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16. She's got max points. Now we're going to look at this side. She got the math right. So we're at a 16 right now. Put the raw score again up here in that box. She got all of these. She got those. She said that right. Move down to this section. She got all of those. This one. And she did her drawing right. This is what it looked like. This was her sentence. And this was the drawing. So in order to get a, on the writing portion, in order to receive a point, that sentence needs to be comprehensible and contain a subject and a verb. So we have our subject and our verb. And then for this one, it says that they get a point if it contains 2 5-sided figures and intercept at a 4-sided figure. So there's 5 sides on both of these and then 4 right here. Okay, so let's count up all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. Okay. 14 plus 16. We add those together, we get 30. So she got the total max points for 30.
Okay, so to find the standard deviation, the mean, and the t-score, and also like to see like where that person lies within the screening tool, you'll get their total score at the bottom, and Anna Ryan scored 30, and this is the max number you can go. So in the manual, you will go to the right version, so SV, so it'd be this group, and then you would find the correct age range, and she's 23, so she will fall under 18 to 39, and then you would go to her education level, which we documented was 16, so you'd go to 16, and then here's the mean and the standard deviation. So the mean is 29.73 and the standard deviation is 2.14. So Anna Ryan's raw score was 30, so she falls within that range. So there is no cognitive impairment going on. So if you wanted to find the t-score, you would flip to the back. This is in appendices B, and you would go find her raw score, and hers was 30, and then you would go to her education level again, which is 16, and then so her t-score is 51, and that's how you would get her t-score. And yep, this manual will be provided, and then let's see, yep, that's all.